morning, ninjas. Good morning. Look where we are. We're at the, of course, famous Ninja gas station, filling everything up. And then we've got this guy stopping the Weed Man.
Hey!
Willie, Whippoorwill. What are you doing, Whippoorwill? What are you doing with the Weed Man?
I'm putting out some lime. I'm not doing anything with weed.
No, I said with the Weed Man. What are you doing with the Weed Man?
Well, mowing season's slowing down some.
He
Find
still
something to do.
You still don't get it. What are you doing with the Weed Man?
I'm keeping it for myself.
Where are you growing it?
What are you doing with the weed?
What are you doing?
Not important.
Can I get your license and information?
No, you may not.
You are detained, sir.
That's fine.
Morning, James.
Morning.
What is this guy? I thought he was working for you. What's he doing?
I don't know. I guess he needed some extra work, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Get it. He's a hustler.
He's apparently
He's a
so.
I'm a hustler.
Out of all the companies, James, he picks the Weed Man.
That's what you got to do.
Hey, I'd rather be the weed man than the dope man.
That's so true. So true. At least it's like, boom, you know what you're getting.
So how you like the Weed Man? No, I mean,
Right.
no, I mean, I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know which way to take it every time. It's like, which way are
Ooh,
you
what the
going
heck?
with it?
That's weird. How you like the job, buddy?
I'm getting used
So
to
far,
it.
how long you been doing it?
Second day.
Second day.
Yep.
And what you think?
I'm enjoying it so far, staying busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting me hours in. That's what's important.
That's what's important.
And
So-
it's something that I know how to do.
You know,
so.
Doc's gonna be real happy to see you that you're the official Weed Man.
Weed
You
man.
did tell him at the GIE, I need a job or I need more
He's
hours.
like, we need to get you something, Will.
Well, Will took it upon himself, went and got some weed, man.
Doc, I'm the weed man. Man. I'm the weed man, man.
Oh, well, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you guys.
It's cold this morning, isn't
It
it?
is very cold.
How many you got today on the list?
17, 18, I think.
And what are you doing today? Just spreading out,
I'm laying out lime.
laying out lime?
Yep.
Sounds pretty easy. I wouldn't mind laying out lime all day. Yeah, that's pretty easy.
I enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
I'll take it.
Well, good to see you, Weed Man.
Good to see you.
Be well,
We'll attempt to.
and always provide your customers with the best possible quality of the stuff. Okay?
Okay.
All right, ninjas, so we're here at the first yard, and this is a new yard, obviously, for me. Let me close the window. There is Jazzy James. I just pulled up and I was finishing up on the phone, but he went ahead and jumped out. So this is not actually my yard. This is James's yard, and it's the only one he had today. This customer had called him, and you can see it's some nice nice looking fescue there. And so James was just asking me, hey, you need help tomorrow? I said, yeah, sure, I'd love for you to help me. He's like, hey, I have a situation though. I have one yard, and if you don't mind, we can hit it while we're out and about, since we're going to be in the area, or you know, passing through at least, or I'm gonna have to do it first thing in the morning, and then I'll have to go back home, drop off all my equipment, and then I'll come meet you. And I'm like, nah, dude, come on, we got this. So that's what we're doing, and I'm getting ready to go out and grab the weed eater. But James, it's a small little granny yard, nothing to it, but it is a nice home, nice yard. Like I said, nice fescue. And so anyway, that's what we're doing. We're at the first official yard as far as mowing goes, and then we're off to tackle some of my yards. But you know, loyalty is key. But I think he is buying lunch. I did bring the stand-on blower just because at the church we got to blow off the whole parking lot and the leaves and stuff. And usually in the past I would just do it with the stand-on mowers and the blowers. But now that I have that I'm trying out the stand-on blower, I want to go ahead and use it and get some footage for you guys. So, all right, we'll see you at the next one. Just wanted to show you. So how do you like that Ferris, Jazzy James?
It's nice.
It's nice. Okay.
What do you want to know about it?
Well, just the
got a
obviously you've used the bumblebees, and obviously you're running a scabber. So like, give me maybe some
I like it.
differences from those two brands that you're familiar with now.
When I was looking to buy a new stand-on zero turn, it was between the Ferris, the Wright, and the Scab.
Scab. Okay. And you chose the Scab. Why? Out of those three?
It came down to color, honestly.
And you don't like the red, yellow?
All, I ran Husqvarna Echo, Steel, they're all orange.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, orange is where it's at.
Okay.
So, I mean, it just, like I said, it came down to color.
Preference
They're all
color.
good machines. They've all got through this and that about it.
Sure, sure.
Um,
What stood out? What's one of the things that stood out to you now with using the Ferris for a little bit of time that you did?
the Ferris has an excellent cut quality, almost similar to, you know, the Skag deck, the Velocity deck.
The scab. Okay. So it's got a good cut quality.
It's got a great cut quality. I like the ride. It's real comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Especially for a hefty fella.
Yes, and that's one thing I didn't mention last time. I completely forgot about it, but we ended up learning about it by Logan, which was the gentleman that brought it to me. Right here, where was it? Down here. So if you look, ninjas, down here, you've got different pins, and those are adjustable. There's the pin on the other side.
And that's set right in the middle right now. I'm not sure the weight on them.
Correct.
But if you put it down here, it's going to lift this up more, and it's going to allow for a heftier fella. And if you put it down here, it's going to
bring it down,
yeah,
for a lighter person.
Yep.
So you can adjust it to whatever weight that you are, to make that, you know, to get that comfort ride, which is amazing. It's beautiful. So that's one of the things I completely forgot. There's the gas tank, of course, but I forgot to mention last time when I was demoing that 52 and you were with me. But anyway, but yeah, that is really, but the cut quality is phenomenal. I even noticed the Bermuda that you just mowed over there in the back. You striped the heck out of it, and there's hardly any grass growth.
Yeah.
And you were still striping it like crazy.
There's a little bit of cool season grass coming up through it. But,
Right.
I mean,
It's just amazing.
it threw them down.
And look
Does this have a roller bar in the back?
I don't know.
It's got a rubber mat stripe.
I see it,
top
a rubber
of it.
mat,
And I
yep.
think those come standard on the ZX.
I believe so too. Yeah.
Kind of like with the.
And look at this, the already factory extension, like
These wheels stick out from
They-
what I've noticed.
Mhm.
You've got a great stick out. With the 52s, they're usually close. The 61s, you got a little bit more of a deck stick out. But with this one, with the tires being wider, you said that's from the factory.
yes, the stance of it, the spacer, I guess, yeah, you want to call it, because you know the Ninjas mower was an add-on of the 2-inch spacers. That's not something the factory does, but I feel like this from the factory is almost as wide as that with the spacers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an amazing machine. I'm really impressed every day that I have used even the 52 and now the 61, and it seems like you're really liking it too. How you like that grass flap?
Oh, I love it. I've been telling you for years to get one.
I know.
I mean, it comes in handy when you need it.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't know is you step on it and it's like a half thing. And I was wondering, I was like, wait, what? How do I like get it open? I always used to go down there by hand and just lift it up. But then James was like, you just step on it like that.
Yeah. Stomp on it.
Like you. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome, man.
Another thing I noticed,
Yeah, go ahead and tell them about that.
this front forks, they seem to, and I'm not sure if they're the same spaced out apart as the right, but just looking at it, it looks
Wider, huh?
like it's a lot wider.
Uh-huh.
And I can see where that can come in handy,
Scalping?
anti-scalp. Now I know the Ferris has, you know, these that control
Sure.
and allow for, you know,
The movement of the deck
ride
and
comfort,
mm-hmm.
all that stuff. So that plays a big part in it. But with these sticking out so far, and I'm anxious to see, you know, the distance between what Wright has on their front and this, see if it's a little wider.
It looks wider. We don't have the 61 Ninja mower or the other 61 with us, but this is the 52. But it looks, now that I'm looking at it and you pointing it
looks
out,
so wide.
mm-hmm. It really does. That's what she said. Hey, tell them why we got the steel blower here.
The Ferris blower.
The steel blower.
Oh,
The steel blower. What did
talking
Sensei?
about the herd.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that later because we'll use it. But what did Sensei Nick do yesterday?
I think he was backing a mower off the trailer,
Mhm.
from what I was told.
Yep,
And he was paying attention to this blower,
I was. Yep.
making sure he didn't hit it, and he ripped the cable
On this one.
on the other one.
Yep. And it ripped it completely out.
Shredded it.
Shredded it.
So from what I hear, it's for sale.
You're funny. But that's what happened. That's why we brought that. I haven't even used that yet. And this is the first time that it's out in the field, actually. Yeah, that comes out when you... And then you just push it in, and that's a little too far. But, yeah.
That's what she said.
So what I was told with the... And by the way, I think this is the wrong head for this one. Yes, but I'll change it later. What I was told, the steels are really good with wet leaves because of the power, the CFM, but the Echo is really strong and good on dry leaves. So I don't know. I know
with blowers you get the CFM and miles per hour.
Yeah, but the CFM I think is what really matters. The miles per hour is good, but the CFM is really what gets those leaves moving. But anyway, and now they make these new blowers with the normal start.
Yep.
Which
instead of
I haven't had this problem yet, but again, I haven't really used this blower yet that much, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. But this is pretty tricky. You got to know what you're doing. You got to actually build it up. See? Yeah. So I don't know.
I hear it spinning.
Yeah. All right, ninjas, we just got done with that yard over there, and of course that yard over there. We didn't do this one today. They decided to, even though the leaves could have been mulched, but they decided to skip. But we're off to the next one, and figured I'd catch James a little bit over here and get his thoughts and opinion on the Ferris and what he thinks of it, because he was using it to finish the backyard over there, because I was talking to the customer. But anyway, and I love the oil guard thing. 500 hours, no oil change. I mean, technically, I could go through the next whole season with it, no oil change.
Yep.
I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. I think it's 500 hours or 12 months or something like that.
Yeah, I'd just do it for a season.
That's amazing. That in itself is worth it.
Yeah.
You know, plus all the other things like what we were just talking about. So, does it feel to you like it's more responsive? That's one thing I was looking at when I was demoing that 52. And one of the things I said, I didn't know if the 52 was just because it was a little lighter, because the only thing I had was the 52 and comparing it to the 61. But I feel like even now that I have the 61, it's responsive.
I think I was just so happy to mess with that grass flap that I didn't pay any attention.
Pay attention to it when you use it next time. Just pay attention and see how it responds when you like throttle it to go. I mean, it's just, I just feel like it's more responsive. But anyway, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
And I'm looking forward to using this bad boy. This thing is a monster. Just make sure you bring a gas station with you.
This deck sits up a lot higher when it's locked up.
The Ferris deck
No, the right.
sits up higher when it's all the way up.
Yeah. Yep. When this deck is all the way up, and I don't have a measuring tape, I'm using my finger here. So it comes
Which
up
finger?
to
That one?
this one, my pointer finger. It comes up to about knuckle.
Knuckle.
Okay. On the right mower, it comes, oh, you can still see the watt mark. Hang on. Get closer, closer. To about right there.
Why do you think that is, sir?
Well, I don't know. Let's talk to some engineers about that. Then we're about to hop this curb, hopefully.
You
If
want?
not, I'm gonna have to weed eat the whole thing, apparently.
Let's go see before we
Let's go
start.
see.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put the Ferris up there. It's gonna have to be the ride. That's why I was gauging how high the decks sit.
To not scrape it.
Ferris versus ride.
To not scrape it. Yeah.
So if we're gonna curb hop, it'd be better to do it with the ride.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty.
Mr. I want a curb hop. I got this, Nick. Dustin. I'm like, all right, let's see. You scrape my mower and you buying it. Mr. Curb Hopper. Curb Hopper. you just bought this thing.
Huh?
You just bought it.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
10,000.
150 hours on 10,000?
Yeah. This guy, he think he's slick. He think he can scratch up my mower. See that? Oh. All right, we got to get this yard mowed before it gets.
An hour before dark.
Exactly, and
Go.
it's getting chilly. I think I need a jacket. I forgive you this time because you bought lunch, but you do it again, and you're gonna get whoop-a-chopped. What do you ninjas think? What do you think, Jazzy?
I think Sonic hates you right now. He believes through the woods.